For any market to exist, we have to have two casts of players. We have to have those who are going to demand a particular good at a particular price. We now need to have those who are going to supply a particular good at a particular price. We already talked about the buyers, or the people who demand goods or services. We're going to change that now, and we're going to do the other character called supply. And up here, as we had our first nomenclature or way of writing certain concepts, uppercase Q, lowercase s stands for quantity supplied. Again, change is a triangle. And up here I have my quantity supplied and my price. And this grouping of prices, like my demand, is called my supply schedule. My supply schedule is the amount of a good that I will bring to market at each price in a series of prices. Again, the supply schedule is an amount of good that I will bring to market at each price in a series of prices. Let us assume that this represents the number of haircuts that a particular barber shop might perform each week. And if the price of haircuts is $5, I will work 40 hours that particular week. This is the quantity supplied at this price. If for some reason people are willing to pay me more money to get their haircut, perhaps $10, well, there's an incentive for me as a supplier to produce more. I might decide, well, instead of working 40 hours of work, I'll work 20 hours worth of overtime and make that extra $5 an hour for those extra 20 hours. If the price goes up to $15 an hour, or $15, I might decide to increase the time. I might decide to go out and hire somebody part-time. So therefore, as the price increases, my incentive increases, because the more hair that I can cut in an hour, the more profit, or the more money, the more revenue I make, is what we want to take a look at. But in doing that, I have to understand that my costs will go up also. In other words, when the price is $15, I might have the need to go out and hire somebody part-time. When the price is $20, I might have the need to turn that part-time person into full-time. At higher prices, at higher prices where people are going to pay me to get my hair cut, I may decide that I need to open up a new barber shop someplace in another location to take advantage of that. So in order for us to see the relationship between price and quantity supplied, we're going to take a picture. The picture is the graph. Same graph, quantity supplied on my horizontal axis, price on my vertical axis. If the price is $5, I'm going to supply 40 hours worth of work. $10, I'm going to come up to 10 and come over to 60. Plot a point. 15 to 80, 20 to 100, 25 to 120, 35 to 140, and I'm sorry, this should be 30, excuse me, and 35 to 160. And all I'm going to do is connect the points, and we're going to call this my supply curve. My supply curve is nothing more than a picture of my supply schedule. That's all it is. It's a picture that tells me the amount of a good that I will bring to market at each price. My supply curve is upward sloping. Starts in Texas and ends in Maine. And it's upward sloping because of what we call the law of supply. The law of supply states that there is a direct relationship between price and quantity supplied. In other words, if people are willing to pay me more money for my goods and services, there's an incentive there for me to produce more goods. If people are going to pay me less money, then there's a disincentive, if you want to think of it that way, to cut production, perhaps start laying off people, closing the other location. Because people don't want to pay me as much, I don't want to provide as much. Because if they're not paying me as much, my costs are still pretty high if I have that other location or I hire that extra person. And I want to remove some of those costs, and therefore they move in tandem. They move in the same direction. Price in the marketplace goes up, quantity supplied goes up. Price goes down, quantity supplied goes down. This is the law of supply. Again, if you have any questions, I ask that you place them on discussion board and email me. I will in turn email you, and I ask all the students to check your discussion board regularly and respond to your classmates' issues, concerns, or questions that they have. The best thing that we can learn is the best way to learn is from learning from others. Thank you very much. Have a great day.